Anyone can use CBC, which is a type of digital dollar. The Federal Reserve would set it up, back it, and run it, and the U.S. government would fully trust and back it. People might be able to use this instead of the other ways they pay for things. Now, it would make it possible to do business across countries, settle payments right away, and give more people access to money. It is being thought about by more than 130 countries to make their own digital currencies that are backed by the government. Test projects have already begun in China, Japan, Russia, and India. A test project for digital euros could start as early as 2028. At the moment, the US is still a long way behind, even though we are learning more and more about how digital cash works. Right there. Those words belong to the U.S. Congress. It is very clear that XRP is legal in the United States thanks to the U.S. Congress. These aren't just for banks and Wall Street firms. XRP can be used to buy things in both the United States and other countries. This is very true from the Federal Reserve in the U.S. Why does this matter? They know about the change in the world. People from Brazil, India, China, and other places are working with Ripple to make their own digital currencies, which will be released by their own central banks. The US does not wish to be late to this change. Also, can you guess the business they work for? In fact, Ripple? Welcome back to Moneyside, where you can find everything you need to know about XRP. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, or BRICS, have all worked together to make a digital currency that can be used by all of them. The US also wants. To do this, I'll show you a film that shows how Ripple and the US Federal Reserve talked about CBDCs back in 2015. Even though Ripple and the SEC are fighting in public right now, this history shows that the US and Ripple have worked together. In the past, these two things worked together made it likely that Ripple would win the SEC case. Do you remember how Ripple told the Federal Reserve about the FedNAB way to pay in 2015? It looks like the Federal Reserve gave Ripple some credit when they made the system available, but there are no clear quotes. The Federal Reserve talked about working with a blockchain company. This company may be able to make payments fast and easy, as transfers only take 3 to 5 seconds. Gary Gensler has talked about how the U.S. Federal Reserve could use Ripple for a long time. Gensler said he thought the Federal Reserve would add XRP and Ripple to their payment system so that it could be used for both local and international transactions before he became president. This was when the SEC was suing Ripple. Allow us to. Now talk about recent events. Riverbank is now part of the FedNet banking system. The RippleNet method is used by Riverbank, a well-known Ripple payment partner. Let's break this down. It's not just a bank. This payment engine makes use of RippleNet's Xcurrent and Zrapid servers for instant cash. Both of these businesses use XRP and its ledger. Zrapid, Xcurrent, and RippleNet will all play a part now that Riverbank is part of FedNet. These networks are all built on XRP. Finally, the FedNet payment system is ready to use XRP to get the cash it needs to handle deals between countries. So, we can expect the value of XRP to go up as more people use it and gain from it. If you have XRP and are watching this, it's good news for your fund. You can use XRP in regular banks, which is more than just a sign of how useful the coin could be. It shows how business around the world is changing. As traditional banks learn how fast, efficient, and cheap blockchain technologies like Ripple's are, the way things are done is changing. Besides that, Gary Gensler's help and what banks like Riverbank did afterwards are only the beginning. When more businesses learn about and use XRP and other related technologies, they will change the whole financial world. I want to share some exciting news with you before we go any further. I want to buy XRP. To join, just do these 3 simple things. Give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, turn on alerts, and then tell your friends and family about it. I will make sure these steps are taken when we pick our lucky winner. Have luck to everyone. We'll let everyone know who won when we hit 60,000 users. Let's talk about what we were talking about before. How much XRP is worth and how important it's getting. The US Federal Reserve is interested in it, and most people in the US want to use it. But people outside of the US are also becoming aware of how useful XRP could be. It's being looked into by some countries, like the BRICS countries and even the EU with its digital euro project. We've made movies about these topics that go into more depth about how XRP is used in the BRICS nations, CBDC, and Europe's digital euro project. To go over our main point again, the US wants to use XRP for more than just a possible CBDC, which we talked about in a different video. They also want to use it to speed up trades between countries. In fact, this is true for all banking activities, whether they happen in the United States or another country. Let us look at what this means for XRP's value in the future. A lot of people, including big banks like the US Federal Reserve, will use XRP, which will change its value. A coin's value is largely based on how useful it is. It's not just the good things that happen right away when a digital asset like XRP is added to big banking systems. It's also about how faith and confidence grow over time. The way money works in the world is changing very quickly. Moving money between countries quickly and easily is something that more and more people want to be able to do. A big part is played by cryptocurrencies, especially ones that have been used before, like XRP. That spark that puts XRP in a class by itself could come from backing from big countries and banks. Now is a very important time for groups and fans. The way XRP is going now, with all of its links and help, shows that it will have a good future. If you want to make an investment, though, you should stay up to date, watch how things change, and study a lot before making a decision. Is it possible for XRP to hit $10,000? This question has been getting a lot of attention in the crypto world. We'll do it soon. It's important to keep in mind that global companies, especially those in North America, are becoming more interested in XRP. As the world of crypto grows, digital currencies can now be found in over 130. XRP is often named as a star. How much do you think XRP is worth? It's thought to be anywhere from $10,000 to an amazing $35,000. This is because it could be used in global CBDC operations. CBDCs are digital currencies that are managed by central banks. What does this mean? As more countries use XRP to buy things from other countries, it might become the normal way to pay for things. The senior director at Vilhill Capital made this very clear. The flow of money around the world would be huge if XRP became the main currency that everyone used. There is a lot of XRP out there, but its value could go up because so many people want it. It could be worth between $10,000 and $35,000. These are the XRP forecasts and values that market experts and fans are excited to see. Don't forget that I'm not a qualified real estate agent. The information in these movies is just there to make you laugh. If someone wants to make a financial choice, I always tell them to do their research and talk to pros first. Thanks for hearing. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the follow button. Also, make sure the alerts are turned on so you know right away when I post something new. I can't wait to see you in the next movie. Watch out!